Alright guys, MTech Guy here. Now we're out in the little 1 Series today, the little 130i. And if I was out in the M5, this would be about the time when I'd be telling you, oh, I've got it set up like this, the suspension set up like this, the engine in this mode, blah blah blah. But with the 1 Series, it's just set and forget from the factory, so I won't be boring everybody to death this time. As you can see, you look on the dash here, we're missing the dash trim. Now this car came with the aluminium snakeskin finish trim. I really wish that I got the Atari 2600 trim with this car, but I bought it on condition, so I've had to like it or lump it with the silver trim for now. Now I was giving the interior a good clean the other day, and I just managed to touch this silver trim with my hand and the whole lot just came apart. Oh yeah, you guys didn't know? These cars just start falling apart randomly after 10 years. But to be fair, the two ends of the trim were starting to come away. It must just been the heat that it's been subject to over the years. It's just released the glue. It's fair enough, the car's 15 years old now. Yeah, just dropped on the floor. So I made a video on it, putting it back together, cleaning up all the old glue, and right the way through the video I'm making a point of saying, oh, you got to be real careful with this aluminium trim because it's like wafer thin, and you can so easily crease it or dent it. So saying, oh, if you're having to scrape it off the plastic backing, make sure you're careful with it, this, that and the other thing. And when I was scraping the glue off the back of it to put it back together, even though I was being extremely gentle with it, I flipped it over and the thing was just full of creases. The stuff's like paper, so that went in the bin, unfortunately. And I've been trying to order a new one. I've managed to find one on eBay over in England, over in the UK. Of course, this car's right-hand drive, so there's not many options out there for myself. So anyway, I found one. It was the right snakeskin aluminium. So I hit the buy it now. The guy said he would post to New Zealand, so I've been trying to contact this guy saying, look, send me an invoice for it so I can pay for the item. You need to tell me how much the postage is going to be to New Zealand. I've emailed him like 5 times and the guy still hasn't gone back to me now. I've got eBay banging on about, oh, you must pay for this item, you know, you're legally obliged to follow through with the sale. So I don't know what's happening there, but the way it's going, it might be on a hide into nothing with that one, so I've got to try and find one. So if any of you guys out there know one kicking around somewhere, flick us an email and let us know, because I really don't want to have to end up going to the dealer and paying like crazy money for a brand new one. I'm sure we can find a half decent one out there for a reasonable price, so we'll keep looking. And as you can see, the old lovely Glitchmeister 5000's having a breakdown at the moment. I've had a look at trying to fix that. I think it's the screen that's faulty, not the head unit itself. I know if I give it a few taps, sometimes it comes right, so definitely not anything to do with the unit down in the center console there. So whether I can pull the connector out, give it a clean up, it might fix it, or I might have to replace the screen. I don't know. Not sure what's going on with that, but I've had bigger things to sort of work on up to now. We'll leave that one for now. So yeah, I thought I'd do a bit of a channel update today. So I've been busy with the 130i for the most part the last couple of months or so. We've almost got it to a point now where all the servicing's done. It's all up to my standard now after buying the car not that long ago. Got all the fluids and filters changed out, apart from the power steering fluid and the brake fluid. Still have them to do, so I might put a video together on them maybe next week or sometime in the very near future. And then we've got this car to a stage where we just about got it all sorted. It was in very good condition when I first got the car. We'll get our servicing finished off. We've done a few little repairs here and there, did the rear wash and whatnot. So I think next we'll move on to just tweaking the car slightly now. I'm a real stickler for keeping my cars stock standard, factory standard. I'm not big on modified cars, and look, when I was younger, I have modified cars in the past. I've put different suspension on, uprated things here and there, but yeah, to be honest with you, I just like keeping things standard. But with this car, although it's a great little hot hatch, little pocket rocket it is, there's just a few little things that are, they're just a bit niggly. They're just not sort of 100% now. I don't want to go crazy and make this a hardcore track car. I'm never going to take it on track days, anything like that. It is pretty much just a daily driver, a second car, just so I don't have to take the M5 out all the time. And it's a lovely little daily driver, a little hot hatch, especially around town, especially on roads like this. But I do want to just tweak it slightly, just to improve things, just to bring it up to a standard that it's all sort of 100% and just right for what I want to use it for. So the first thing is the suspension sucks on these cars. They corner all right, but yeah, the ride's, yeah, it sucks. So I think what I might do is keep the original springs, keep the factory sway bars also, and I think I'm just going to chuck in a decent set of shocks and see how it goes. I think that should just sort it for how I want it. So I might put a set of Bilstein V8s and we'll go from there. We'll see what it rides like after that, and then we'll reassess the handling. Next up, I want to get this clutch delay valve out of here. It's driving me nuts, it's doing my head in. Just got no real control over the clutch release system, so yeah, I want to get that out of there. So we'll do a video on that. And then finally, the one thing that this car is crying out for is a limited slip differential. So I'm going to take a look at what's out there. Now, I'm old school, I like the clutch plate style diffs, but I know a lot of owners who have gone for a limited slip diff with these cars have gone for a Quaife, the helical style. I'm not sure about that. I'm not fully sold on that idea yet. I'm not sure if I like them, but the options of the clutch plate style diffs out there, there's not that many that might be just a bit too brutal for what I want to use the car for. For an everyday car, the Quaife might be alright. So I don't know, any of you guys that have got a Quaife out there, let us know in the comments below what you reckon to it. I'm just not sure about it yet, but we will be putting a limited slip diff in this car nonetheless. So with that, with the shocks and a few little tweaks here and there, I think it should be a really nice driver, a really nice little hot hatch. And then the M5, where are we up to with that? Well, I've sort of been busy with this for the last few weeks. I've got a few jobs I still want to do on that car. Definitely want to get the fuel injectors done, must get them done. I keep doing videos banging on about, oh, use fuel injection cleaner, you want to be using it regular every 6 months, keep them injectors clean. But to be honest, that car's like 16 years old now. So yeah, 16 years old now, so I want to get the fuel injectors changed out. You know, everybody bangs on about rod bearings with them cars. Oh, rod bearings this, that and the other thing. Have the rod bearings been done? They're going to fail because of the rod bearings. But the one thing that'll kill it quicker than rod bearings is a stuck open injector hydrolock in the engine. So I don't want to risk it any longer. I think I'm going to get them changed out, so we'll do a decent video on that one for you guys. Also, I want to get one of the throttle body actuators replaced for a new one. Now, the ones that I've got are working fine, but one of them was replaced maybe 4 years ago, something like that, by a previous owner. So the previous owner in New Zealand. So the other one's still the original one on the car, so I want to get that changed out. So there's two relatively new ones on the car. Then I will be buying a brand new one, putting it on. I'm not going to rebuild it and put it back on the car. I'll probably buy one from FCP Euro, and I can make full use of their lifetime warranty, just in case the gears do fail in it later on. But what I might do with the one that I removed from the car, I might do a video on rebuilding that one with the gears and whatnot. I don't have a workshop or a bench or a vice or anything at the minute, so I'll have to figure something out with that. So I might do it, I might not, I don't know. Let us know in the comments below if that's something you'd like to see, you'd be interested in. We'll have a think about that. And yeah, I mean, other than a few other little bits and pieces, kind of got to the stage with that car where I've done heaps of videos on it, and I'm kind of running out of ideas with it, you know, and a lot of them videos haven't had that many views on them either. So let us know in the comments below if there's anything in particular you'd like to see. Now, I will be hanging on to this car forever. I'm going to keep it forever, so it's always going to be the mainstay of the channel. It's always going to be the main feature of the channel. I want to keep it like that, just right from day one. These other cars, like this car, is just sort of fill in here and there, but the main car for the channel is the E60 M5. So I've got a few ideas, but like I said, I've done a lot of jobs on that car already, so we'll have to figure out what we might do on that in the future. You know, got a few ideas for the near future, but moving on into the sort of distant future, yeah, let us know if there's anything you'd like to see, whether it's some conversation about the car, a bit of a closer look at things on the car, taking the car for a spin, you know, DIY videos, whatever, you know, let me know what you reckon. And then the X5, the family wagon, got a few little jobs to do on that, and I must say, the videos on the X5, I've hardly done any, I've hardly put any out on my channel, and they're the ones that always get the most views out of all the cars that I've had on my channel that I've worked on. So it's quite interesting, but I suppose it's no wonder there's probably a lot more of them out there than there are E60 M5s. So yeah, we'll see how we go with that. But yeah, there'll be just maintenance items now and again, and then if the thing breaks down, we'll fix it, we'll do a video on it. But anyway, I'm MTech Guy. Like, comment, share and subscribe, and I want to thank you guys. Thanks a lot for watching. This suspension, man, it sucks.